Okay, so today we are going to be creating our very own landscape based off of a video game, Super Mario Brothers, which is obviously very famous, and you can probably hear the music in the background. So we're going to create something like this, so very, very simple shapes. And today, our I Can statement is we're going to learn about landscapes so that I can create a painting that has been inspired by the background scenery of Super Mario Brothers video games. So I'm hoping you have a lot of fun with this. So here are two student examples. You can see how they're going to be looking. And then this is actually a photo taken from Super Mario Brothers. So you can kind of see how very simplified the landscape is. Okay? So today we are going to start off with a long piece of paper just like this. And the first thing I'm going to do is write my name, Mrs. K, and your class code. And I'm going to turn it over so it's on the plain side, okay? So to create a landscape, the first thing we're going to draw is the horizon line. That's where the sky meets the ground. So that would be the sky where it meets the ground, okay? So we're going to draw that a little lower than the middle. So I'm going to draw a line down here going all the way across to the edge of the paper. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, okay? Then we're going to create just like this where you see the grass and you can see like the ground, the dirt. So we're going to create bumps. So I'm going to do some bump, 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 bump. So it looks like little frog hops, or I call them scallops, all the way across. And you can just leave it one row, or I'm going to do another row below it to give it some layers, so different layered dirt. So I'm going to use, when I paint, some darker browns and lighter browns. So I have my grass and I have my dirt levels. Okay, so we have that. Now it's time to add curved lines and rectangles, and those are going to be like the hills, and then you can have like these chimney little shapes right there. Okay, and then we'll add some really simple clouds. So I'm going to have a hill like over here. I can have a hill right next to it. So if I was playing, I could hop. And then maybe I have a rectangle going this way and two lines going to the bottom for that chimney. Maybe I have a little shorter one, or maybe I have another little hill here. And maybe I'll have a short one here with my little shape, and then maybe I have room for one last one right over here. Okay, so I have rectangles and hills. Then we can have these cloud shapes, keeping them fairly simple. They can kind of go off the paper if you want. It's your picture, so you can make it look whatever, okay? So I've got all my shapes right here and my buildings and then my little areas where I'm going to drop down. Then you're going to get your black crayon and you're going to trace or outline everything with pencils. So I'm going to literally trace over all my lines. And I'm pressing kind of hard, not hard enough that I'm breaking my crayon, but hard enough that it's showing up as a dark black rather than a light black or gray color. And I'm just doing this nice and slowly. So you're seeing how I'm going on top of all my lines. So I do that on this line right here. I would trace over hills, bumps, anything that you want. I can also add on designs like ovals and curves, polka dots, whatever you want to make yours look interesting. I'm also going to trace the clouds. So on yours, you'll know you're finished when you have your horizon line across, you have like your grass and your ground levels, and then you have some hills and some like chimney spaces for your little person to pop in and out, and of course our clouds. And then the very last thing is to take the black and trace over all of your pencil lines. And when you're finished with that, you're just going to stop. And then next time when you come in, we're going to paint.